Does this look fake to you? These people like to put the truth in your face so they don't have to suffer the consequences of karma. And that shit right there looks too real. Now, this is not the only video I've seen like this. But out of every video that I've seen like this one looks exactly too real. And I don't want to know what y'all think because they don't.
All right, I see what's going on here. Hey, welcome back to the coolest channel, the growing smallest channel on YouTube. We got some crazy videos we're gonna check out. I'm gonna tell you some of these videos may keep you up tonight, so I'm gonna tell you the preference. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Let's not get caught up in and believe in everything we see here, but don't be so quick to dismiss. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video at least 10 likes. All right, without any further ado, let's check these videos out, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all let me know how y'all feel about these videos in the comments below. Do you believe this is AI or are they prepping us for something, y'all? What? I'm trying to decide, again, AI is so advanced it's hard to determine what to believe and what not to believe, but this is robotics. You see her face, the facial expression. Could this be somebody in a suit that's posing? Or what, y'all? Y'all let me know in the comments below, but this shit is getting freaky, y'all. It's crazy. What am I looking at here, y'all? What? Again, is this a person with a robot like stuff on her? Or is this a real person? Talk about life like robots, y'all. Did y'all see the tongue wiggle before she did? What are we doing here, y'all? What is the Terminator for real? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Y'all, what is the purpose behind this stuff? Are they trying to replace us for real? They got flesh suit. Flesh suit. That's crazy, y'all. Pay attention. That shit is real. I don't know, y'all. Miami water is real, guys. A male mermaid is caught on camera. Huh? Mermaids. Before Euphrates River. Okay, we saw the castle.
Euphrates River is drying up.
The Bible says something about the Euphrates River drying up and the angels being the fallen angels that were locked beneath the Euphrates will be released. At one point, it was just river. You ain't see none of these structures, so they had no idea what was. Y'all tell me. I don't know.
And they said a lost castle was found. And also claimed that they've heard this sound.
Imagine hearing that. You standing right there. Well, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. You already know what time it is. How y'all feel about that one? How many of y'all believe that there are fallen angels that was trapped in several locations, such as Antarctica, Euphrates? Some say beneath the pyramid. I'm not sure, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that in the comments below.
Isang dragon na bidyuhan sa kagubatan. At ito, tinan nyo at sinusumpa nga, oh. Talaga kita ng isa.
As with most videos, I usually try to watch between like 5 or 10 seconds to see if it's something that catches me. And this caught me, even though I didn't. I thought they were going to break down the language in English, and I don't know how to, translate it into subtitles on here. So the subtitles came out in the same language, but if anybody out there understand this language, let me know what they're saying in the comments below. Is this AI, y'all, or is this something that they caught? Or is it a hoax? Y'all let me know.
Kasi na nabidyohan niya isang dragon. Talagang meron pang nabubuhay ngayon na dragon pa.
Look how far away it is.
Y'all ever heard something over the years that just stuck with you? Like, you don't know why it's stuck, because you ain't never have all the full details around it, but for some reason it stuck with you. Well, this is one of those stories, because I was watching a story time earlier, and this guy was talking about how he works in the emergency room. And he was saying, like, if you've never worked in the emergency room, you probably not going to understand what he's talking about. Then he proceeds to talk about, like, the different beings or people that come into the emergency rooms and the things that he sees. In fact, I'm going to go back and link the video below so y'all can watch it yourself. Listening to his video unlocked a memory for me, because I worked in the hospitals, like in Connecticut as well as in Atlanta. I'll never forget, I was working at, I ain't going to say the name of the hospital, but I was working at a hospital here in Atlanta, and somebody that works there told me something that never left my spirit. They told me that in the morgue there are classifications. So I'm like, what you talking about, classification? So they proceed to tell me, like, they have human and then they have a non-human section. So,
I didn't see this video all the way through. Again, like I said, I usually catch like the first 5 to 10 seconds. But something told me that they were going to bring up non-humans. Let me ask, it's for all my people out here. Do y'all believe there are both humans and non-humans walking around, coexisting? If y'all do, make sure y'all let me know in the comments below. Type non-human if you believe there are some non-humans walking around, and just type human if you believe everybody that you see is. Let's keep going.
Of course, most people hear that and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe that's a dog or a cat or something like that. Y'all, I get that because that is the easiest, cleanest, most logical explanation. However, it's so much deeper than that. Because the way it was said to me, it didn't feel like they was talking about no animal. One of the things they said, and they was talking real cryptic, like it was so coded, but I was reading between the lines. I was picking up what they was putting down, damn it. It said, bodies come in that don't fit cleanly into the usual boxes. And this ain't in no scary movie type of way. This is more of not following normal medical patterns, if that makes sense. It was told to me for these beings in particular, there's no normal trauma pattern. Yeah, no normal organ response either. Then I was told typically before humans pass, there's like this normal behavior that happens before that. These particular beings didn't follow that pattern.
Do you guys have any idea what she's talking about? I have an idea, but I'm gonna reserve that for now. I think I'm gonna have to do a video on non-humans, possible. I'm in the process of writing a book about this, but let's keep going, man. It's getting deep.
Looking through a thermal under white hot. There's a truck. You can zoom in on the truck. Let's get our focus.
UFOs only seen with thermal cameras.
That truck is about 150 yards away. Okay. Now, that's the moon, and we're just going to start scanning the sky because there's a lot of shit going on that you can't see with the naked eye that I cannot explain. They're not bugs. They're not bats. Here. That's what a plane looks like. Okay. And there's something next to the plane. I don't know what it is. Okay. There goes a shooting star.
I see it in front of the plane.
But you catch my drift? That's out in front of the plane. And I don't know what it is. It's like the plane's following it. Not a satellite. They're all over the place. Can't see them with the naked eye.
A satellite?
No idea what they are. But they're freaking... See that one just turned? It's turned. They're not bats. They're everywhere.
We found more juice on Antarctica. We found an expedition done between 1907 and 1909, and it is wild. I dive into old maps and old books, and I found this on the Antarctic book, Winter Quarters. It's kind of crazy. Let me go ahead and shoot through here and show you what I found. It's wild. We'll go ahead and start with the first picture. I'm going to have to scroll down a little bit, so just stick with me. This is pretty wild, and I've already read it, so I'll just share the stories with you. Let's go to the first page here. We flip down, and here's the first one right here. So they found this opening because they had the Great Barrier ice wall. They talked about it. They had no way to scale it, and then they found an opening where this Mount Erebus they called, and it had already exploded or whatever, and there's this big opening, and that's how they were able to get through. But what happens next is just insane. They have a couple poems they did, and then they start writing about it, and they called this place Bathiba. And it's interesting. Everything was on gigantic proportions. So check this out. And they found a tick that was a foot long. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And then they found all these mushrooms that were of enormous size, and they did drawings of them. They documented everything. And then they even had, here's another one here, it's pretty wild. Where one of the mushrooms, one of the guy was on top of, and it was so soft it exploded. You know, kind of like the puff mushrooms. And then he fell back on it, he was okay. But they even talked about that. They talked about seeing just large creatures, large plants, just everything in a different form. And they had eventually went into a area where not only was it dense, but there's a lot of vegetation. It was in the 70s. was really, really interesting. If you like the link, just hit me up in the comments. I'll shoot it over to you. But what a cool find. What a cool book. And as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. And until next time.
Y'all make sure y'all leave y'all comment about this. Do y'all think that's something that actually happened? Do y'all what? What y'all think? Keep coming up with these ice wall. What's beyond the ice walls? What's going on, y'all? I tell you, these are some of the craziest videos that we got going around on the internet. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, checking these videos out. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're interested in any more content I have, either, I don't know, down here somewhere, a video will pop up. Make sure you share. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Peace out.